Hunters, welcome to another New World video. Today we're going to go over the food system and why it's a skill system that I think you should not ignore when you start playing this game. Food in New World provides all sorts of support including buffs, health and mana regen buffs, temporary boosted stats, and even boosts to your armor and weapon crafts to get better gear. As you level up your cooking craft skill, you'll be able to unlock better recipes which provide even more benefits. Cooking requires a mix of skills in order to obtain the materials that you need, but one of the reasons why I recommend cooking as a major skill to focus on first is because of the beneficial foods you can craft. A lot of players are just going to skip over cooking, they're going to see it as a primary source of healing, and especially if you have a healer in your party, people are going to overlook it. You don't really need it then, right? But I'm just pointing out here that there's actually quite a bit more to your food buffs, so don't sleep on it. The trade skill foods in particular are great for you to get materials efficiently early on. Logging, harvesting, mining, and skinning are all going to play a major role early on when you're trying to get better gear and weapons and materials to boost your damage. With cooking, you can get food buffs that'll enhance the drop rate of even more rare items from these trade skills and be able to get rarer items early on. This serves two purposes in your favor. Number one, getting better specs for your gear and weapons early on. Food buffs can help you get rare items quicker to help you boost your damage earlier on in the game, and even in late game, I'm pretty sure the food buffs will apply and they'll be even more important. So taking a look at an example here, Uncommon Sap increases Dex and Focus, so if you're using a class that relies on any of these stats, you'll want to grind Young Trees early on. Without any food buffs, I didn't receive a single sap within a 5-minute period of logging. And of course, maybe I was unlucky, but I did this several times during the beta. Cooking level 10, although, enables you to craft roasted cabbage, which boosts your luck for logging for 20 minutes. Basically, that increases the drop rate of higher tier items, and within 5 minutes, I found a lot of uncommon sap. Now, roasted cabbage does require a few items to gather to be able to craft, but they're not too hard to gather since they are a tier 1 kitchen item. You can gather cabbages in neighboring small villages in First Light. Cooking oil comes from salvaging fish, and dill comes from harvesting herbs, which is possible even with a low harvest skill. Once you have the cabbage, just eat it before you go out to log, and from there you get your items. Once I had the sap after that, I just went to go craft my item and armors particularly, and I could apply the sap under the add special resource perk to get extra dex to strengthen my spear class damage. Now, as you can see here, there's a whole list of perks that you can add and customize your build with. So using foods to increase your gathering efficiency will help you unlock these cooler stuff much quicker. So that's one reason to keep your cooking trade skills in mind. The second reason you'll want to raise your cooking for these trade skill items is because earlier on, the faster you can get more rare items, the faster you can sell them on the market. The market is going to be ever changing in the first month of the game, and for many new players, being able to sell rare items that you probably will get with the boosted luck will definitely get you more money early on, whereas in later months, those items may not be worth as much, and the ones that will be worth more are going to take a lot more grinding. So yeah, the more you level up your cooking skills, the faster you can also craft better materials for increasing luck and gaining more rare items. There's also going to be items at much higher levels of cooking that give more health benefits, buffs that'll increase your maximum score gear when crafting new gear, so definitely a skill to look out for in New World. Don't sleep on cooking or just see it as a way to get heals. There's quite a few more benefits from cooking, so be sure to level it up quickly. The final note I will make here, the kitchen does have a tier level like all trade skills in the town, and this is dependent on the faction that takes over the town to upgrade it. So if you want to use the higher tier kitchens, you may need to explore different towns to see which faction has prioritized cooking. Although crafting tier 3 stuff will take some time because it depends also on your other skills to gather resources to cook. So that'll be a little bit, not something to look out for at the start of the game. And that's about it, guys. Thank you all for joining. I hope this was helpful. As usual, if it was and you want to see more New World content, be sure to like and subscribe to the video. I'd really appreciate it. Other than that, as usual, stay safe, be happy, and keep hunting. Sky Sensei's out.